Hey guys, do you want to see a movie that features serial murder, dead children, and child murder?
Wait, those are two of the same things.
Well, dead children and child murder are technically different and result, the same. But if you do, then The Godsend is for you.
The Godsend is a movie that we watched for this week's episode of Loose Cannon. My name is Brian Lee. To my left is...
Bran.
To my right...
Mr. Really?
Is that light brighter than usual?
It's cloudier than usual.
Yeah.
Just like not even hungover.
Oh, no. Yeah.
So the synopsis for anyone who has not seen The Godsend, have either of you ever even heard of this before?
I've never heard of this, no.
Okay, neither have I. This is the actual official synopsis from IMDb, and I'm pretty sure the grammar is way off. So maybe you guys can let me know. A woman who disappears shortly after giving birth to a daughter, period. A family that has taken in the girl soon begins to lose their own children in strange circumstances.
Huh.
That first sentence.
That's weird.
A woman who disappears shortly after giving birth to a daughter.
Doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Grandma.
I'm not a grandma. So, I think it might be correct, but it doesn't flow well. You know what I mean? It's there's a statement followed by...
I feel like there should have been a sentence in front of it.
Or something. It's missing something. It's missing
does it make sense if you say a woman who disappears shortly after giving... No, that doesn't make sense either.
They're not related.
No, it's the word who. Because if you say a woman disappears shortly after giving birth. No, that's still weird. Never mind.
No.
This sentence makes as little sense as this movie.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Brand, do you recommend The Godsend?
I do not recommend The Godsend.
Brian, do you recommend The Godsend?
I don't know what you got. No, no, I definitely do not.
Yeah, I do not either. I'm generally a fan of slower horror movies.
Oh.
Which I know you're not.
Yeah.
A good example is The Witch.
Begin, O help me, and I'll leave my sin. For I repent and now shall be. From evil I return to thee.
Let's leave the wood.
Yes. Have you seen The Invitation?
There's nothing to be afraid of.
I don't think I have.
It's I think it's an hour 20, but the first that's how long it is. An hour and 20 minutes. Maybe.
Usually when I describe a movie, I don't describe the length first.
Well, no, because the reason I explain the length is because a good hour 5, nothing really happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of get a tiny bits, 5 seconds here of something oh, that was weird. Why do you say it that way? And things might happen, and then all of a sudden, everything just goes to hell, becomes a major shit show, and you're just staring at the screen, just what did I just watch? So,
American movie?
Yeah. It was kind of tough to watch because of that. How long? Because I'm not big on slow burn horror, but some are good. I would say give The Invitation a watch if you like horror. Don't mind slow burns. That's all I'll say about that.
Okay.
Yeah, The Witch. The Witch was rough for me.
Yeah.
I
Subtitles required.
I had to try it twice. The first time I couldn't.
I tried once. Maybe I'll have to try it again.
And then after that, I watched again, and then it hooked me. It takes a bit, but once you're in there, you're hooked.
I also enjoyed The Lighthouse.
How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks? 2 days? Help me to recollect.
I didn't see that.
Although I completely understand why people don't like it.
I keep hearing good things about it.
Yeah.
So I think I should check it out.
What's his face good in it?
Willem Dafoe?
No, I know he's good.
The other guy,
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
That's right. That guy's in it.
That's your new Batman.
Yeah. What?
He's not
I
actually
just
a bat.
assumed. Oh.
Which bats don't make that noise either. But, man, imagine going to the bat house in Brookfield too.
The best.
Martyrs. That's a movie. Martyrs.
That is completely different.
Martyrs.
That's dude. I think it's a French horror movie.
No, what you should. I think we've talked about this. Creep. or Creep 2. I think it's even on Netflix.
Are you talking about Creepers Cheapers?
No,
Creepers Cheap.
Yeah. So Creep is
Wait, Cheapers Creepers.
Jeepers
That's
Creepers. Actually, the first,
but that's
the first Jeepers Creepers was good.
would say it though.
Creep, I'm telling you, it's really good.
I also didn't mention in the beginning of the episode, for the month of October, we are going to focus on the horror movies of Canon Group.
And it's my birthday month. Spring break. I hate my...
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
October.
And that was part of the problem is that we've actually already watched quite a few of the horror movies that Canon made.
Yeah.
It's like we started with Link, Schizoid, and there's some other ones in there. So we're kind of getting towards the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
So,
Definitely.
I will say though, it gets better as we get later on in the month.
Does it?
Yeah, so I purposely picked I don't know about these,
okay.
and
Okay.
then as we get closer to Halloween, they get better. so.
Awesome.
Good. Thank God.
About the movie.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have to talk about that.
So the first 5 minutes, that close up of that dude, it's it's the mom is talking to that woman.
All right.
The dad walks over and it just goes woof and zooms in the dad's face.
Lots
Right.
of
I was
close-ups and zoom.
why?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they it's 5 seconds of him looking like this, and then 5 seconds of the woman, and then back to him.
I thought
I was like,
the
I don't know what.
woman in the beginning was legitimately creepy.
Oh yeah, she was
It's
really
really because she
creepy.
didn't blink at all.
She didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I mean, we've already said it, but the movie is very boring.
Yeah.
There's not much going on.
Yeah.
So I was thinking after the movie was over, was there any redeeming quality to it? And whoever that actress is, she's legitimately creepy by doing very little.
Yeah.
Was she super pregnant?
Yes.
Yeah. About to explode pregnant.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
she's like a weeble wobble.
Yeah.
But I think that was the point. Is basically right when she's about to pop, she finds a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looked tiny, especially because next to the dad too. She looked like she was a very
Height-wise?
tiny.
Yeah.
Height.
Yes.
Well, height was just arms, everything. She was very what's the word? Lithe.
Oh,
I like
you are an English teacher.
L-I-E-T,
Do
something
you
like
have the
that?
cardigan for it?
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah. But she looked very just unassuming. You wouldn't expect her to be
Right.
a spooky mean
Yes.
person.
If I'm out of line here, did that little girl, Bonnie, we can just say,
Yeah, she was gross.
she's the one killing all
yeah.
all the other
but
kids.
does it in the most unexciting way every time.
You don't ever see it.
Yes,
Right,
But
yeah.
even then, there are horror movies that kind of don't show it, but it's
Right.
still scary.
Right.
This is just she squints a lot, she has to roll up their eyes,
Yes.
and then the next scene's oh, the child's dead, I guess.
So does that little girl have a very punchable face?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
I don't feel bad.
I was the whole time. It's God. Why isn't the dad just punching her?
Yeah, I say. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It wasn't that cool.
Oh man.
I liked his accent.
Lots of accents.
Yeah.
Everybody had accents.
Yes. The wife
Oh.
at certain scenes was completely understandable. That's not how you say that, but you couldn't understand the wife.
Right.
There'd be a scene where she's oh yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I was volume.
She wasn't a very good actress. At times, I'm oh, she's pretty good. Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
she's not. Yeah. It was rough.
So Bonnie, the evil demon child. First off, isn't this kind of a lot like The Omen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And most
Yeah.
other reviews are this is an Omen ripoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
So the first casualty is their infant child. Because they're
Yes.
the baby's dead, and they're
Yeah.
both in the crib.
Yeah.
But it's did they get over that baby's death really quickly?
remember what the mom said? She's oh, good thing we got another one, or something like
Right,
that. And
yeah.
I'm just oh, geez, lady, you're
But
crazy.
even the other daughter is it's okay, mommy, we have Bonnie. And she's you're right.
Yeah.
As they're leaving the registry of deaths, which I know.
saw- yes.
It was births and deaths. That's 2 birds, 1 stone
Our
for this
baby
trip.
died. I guess we got to go to town hall. Our baby's done. Can we have a certificate,
We'll stop
please?
right here on the way
Yeah,
home. It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I like how they have to get the doctor, but the lady just delivered the baby. And then the doctor's like, I guess I better check you or whatever. And like, didn't even look at the baby or anything. And I was like, it's fine. Oh, and I don't know why it irked me so bad, but it's when the doctor's like, what did you say? And the little girl was like, oh, I called her Bonnie because of her Bonnie blue eyes. I'm like, what?
I wrote that down. I was like, what? Is that a thing?
Like, it must be. It must be. Get out of my TV, Britain. I don't understand what you're saying. I got a little irrational at that part, but I think it's because there was a ton of kids, and it was really just like, this is not good, and I'm not enjoying this, and I'm getting grumpy.
Have you ever seen that picture from 1980 something where it's Rowan Atkinson and he's like leaning on the hood of like this like awesome like sports car?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Like it pops up on Reddit every now and then. It's just like, oh, this is Rowan Atkinson fucking on his sports car in the 80s. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Well, he's like a classically trained actor, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's classically trained. It's that no one wanted to cast him because he looks like a goofy dude.
Dude, I remember like we would watch that on PBS, and then like years later, the fucking movie came out. I'm like, I already knew about this fucking guy. Fucking posers.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
You're unbelievable.
I was doing the song.
Yeah, that's fine.
Was that Carlsbad beer that they were drinking? Because I mean, they're drinking it like when they're first entertaining creepy lady.
Yeah.
But like they're pouring cans of it, and like they're in England, and that beer is like 80 degrees.
Oh,
and it's
dude,
It's boiling.
Oh, not good. My beer's done boiling. Stop!
Why didn't the dad put like two and two together sooner? Because throughout the movie, you kind of seem like
forever to figure it out.
Well, it's almost seemed like the dad was like the first time, not the infant, but when the kid drowned, was kind of like. Felt like he thought the little girl did something, but he did nothing about it.
Right.
Then his next kid dies. Did nothing. Found the ribbon. Didn't question and ask. Nothing. It's just like this is just.
And they
so
flash
stupid.
back to him finding the ribbon like 2-3 times.
Right.
And and I'm just like, did you just find it now? Is this a flashback? And then you're kind of like, oh, okay, it is a flashback, but it was like weirdly placed. Like the flashbacks are just they weren't cohesive to the story. I guess.
I mean, and so this family has 4 kids that die within, it seems like a short amount of time.
Under
and like
10
the
years.
authorities don't think anything of it.
Right.
Or like, I don't know. Yeah. You just think some like child protective services would come in.
Right. And I'm gonna skip forward a little bit. Because like when Lucy gets pushed out of the window.
Yes.
And the dad and Bonnie are wrestling.
Yeah.
It's just like, but then like the fat shirtless guy's like, oh, come on then.
Right.
Like, it's just.
So there was something that I didn't even notice until I read the Wikipedia afterwards. So you know how there's the scene where I like how you both strike at the same time. So you know how there's that scene where like the dad's in bed and he's just like sweating.
Yeah.
And he's sick?
Wait, that whole thing. Where she's like, it's like the scene where like the girl's like making out with her dad.
Yeah.
Like next scene.
Like, is that what made him sterile?
See, I didn't get that whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Because I'm like,
So-
she kisses him. I'm just like, okay, if it's one kiss, that's her dad.
Fuck yeah.
And then she does it again. I'm just like, kind of uncomfortable, but I have a lot of questions.
So apparently, according to the Wikipedia, at that time, because in the scene earlier, someone mentions like, oh, Bonnie's sick, whatever, staying with the doctor or whatever. Apparently, Bonnie had the mumps.
Yes.
And then kisses the dad and gives the dad the mumps.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I'm
Yeah.
like,
really?
I'm just
Yeah.
like, they're gonna start banging or something.
Whoa.
Because it was like,
It was weird.
It was
awkwardly
weird.
long, yes.
Yeah, and she was having a good time.
the 3rd of September. Sorry. Yeah.
It was the 3rd of September.
Yeah, like he's like wakes up in this fucking pool of sweat. The doctor's like, yeah, lay on your back for me. Can you hear me better? Yes, getting better, I suppose. And then what else does he act? Like, he's like, how's your stomach? Well, I suppose that'll get better too. You're on the mend. It's like, British people are strange. We drive on the wrong side of the road. Oh my God. I thought when the dad was taking Lucy to bed and breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, those roads are super narrow. And I'm like, oh wait, they're just driving out.
Yeah.
When Bonnie rips out the one redhead kid's like hair.
Oh yeah.
And like he's like the one kid's like, Bonnie did it. He's like, no, she did it. And then he's like, what do you have behind your back?
Yeah.
And she doesn't say anything. He's like, are you going to tell me? He's like, all right, it'll be your little secret. And I'm like, no,
Right. Exactly.
Like investigate that
and
shit.
then the dad sees he's like missing a chunk of hair. Okay, idiot, put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
Your little demon child is like killing your kids, man.
That's what I mean. Like throughout each kid's death, like there are signs that Bonnie did it, and the parents are just like, "Oh, Bonnie's perfect."
And the mom, throughout the whole movie, is just so, like you said, a horrible actor, like over the top at points where she doesn't really need to be, and just really, even when you can, like, that Lucy or whatever is gonna get killed by her, the mom is still like, no. It's like, what are you talking? They were on the phone. Like, you heard the conversation.
Right.
Yeah, it was stupid.
And she's a little cock block too.
Dude, yes. Oh,
well, and that one scene where the mom and dad are like making out in bed
With the daughter.
Yeah, in the bed.
Well, the daughter like starts watching for a good like 5-10 seconds, and she's like, "Oh, mommy."
And I also feel like as the movie progressed, the little Bonnie, especially at 55 minutes, she has a 5 head, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah, just her whole everything I don't like. It's very,
But especially her 5 head.
yeah. And then
4 head, 5 head.
yeah. Way of
I mean,
shooting
the
film.
kind of last thing that I have is just like the whole swing set scene.
What?
Remember, so the son, is it a son?
No, it's Lucy.
Lucy's on the swings, and like the dad like
Yes.
takes a nap on like the tree, and then he wakes up, clearly sees
Yes.
Bonnie throw the other swing at her, and then, but even then, he's like, "Oh, Bonnie, you did nothing wrong. You're just playing." I was like, "This dad's a dumbass."
Exactly. Yeah, it was really.
Only other thing I have is, what did you guys think of the ending?
No.
Spoiler alert: the pregnant lady appears again.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's going to do it again to another family.
Which I feel
The
like
Godsend too.
Yeah. I can't wait.
I feel like he was really hustling with,
He was.
with how nice his clothes were and those shoes. Like,
But how far away was she though?
that's what I didn't get.
It seemed like she was like just around
mean,
a bend type thing.
Yeah.
But then like they walk into like a woods type thing, right?
Yeah, well, and that's it. It seems like how it's shot that she's in eyesight of the husband.
Right.
So he starts running, and then they go walk towards his force, and they're like instantly
Yeah,
gone.
just gone.
Like Field of Dream style.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Dad, want to have a catch?
It's good.
Right. Listen, man. I try.
No, it's good. Yeah, I'm
Dude, speaking of Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
I've been watching Yellowstone. Fucking good. I just finished season 1.
We finished Deadwood, the show and the movie. Both good. Highly recommend.
Welcome to fucking Deadwood.
Kevin Costner's getting gravelier.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
That's awesome.
Who do I leave the ranch? Well, it's Clint Eastwood, but whatever.
Get off my lawn.
Let's go yum yum. Is there any trivia?
There is no trivia, no budget, no nothing.
Oh, there you go.
It's available on YouTube. if people are interested.
Right? Quid? That's a British
Yeah,
thing?
that's a weird thing.
Now that we've talked about the Godsend, Bran, how much do you love it?
This was the worst. This is
No, it's not the worst.
The worst in general, not the worst we've seen,
tuned for
but
next week.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it wasn't good. Don't even bother.
Yeah.
Watch anything. Any other horror watch.
Yeah. That was almost a sentence. Any other horror watch?
Yeah.
My Freddy Cougar watch from Tiger.
I'm coming for you. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock rock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock rock. Rockabilly Freddy. Yeah, rock and roll.
Plays the guitar, instantly cuts the strings.
Oh, I guess I can't cut it.
Oh God, that was
Yeah,
no,
the
but
crazy
it
movie.
definitely was.
Yeah,
it would have
right?
been from a movie.
It would have been like,
yeah.
I feel like there would have been like a Freddy Krueger cartoon or something like that.
I think there was. No, really, I think there was like a season.
It was called Carlsberg beer. Yeah, that was that was really gonna bug me.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
it.
Brian, do you recommend this movie?
No. Yeah. No, definitely not.
I do not either. I mean, this is pretty in terms of the scope of canon films. Like, this isn't good.
No.
It's
Nuh-uh.
it's not as bad as like the low budget movies, like Hell Squad.
Okay, I was gonna say that's because that's usually our gauge.
Yeah.
We have less than 10 days to transform you from Las Vegas showgirls into expert commando fighters. During that time, some of you will be dismissed, some will quit. Some, if you don't listen to every word I say, could be seriously injured.
But yeah, I mean, it's production quality, like you said, is good. It just kind of a slow movie where not much happens.
Yep.
It's like boring, like for this, or like you say, House Squad, or Dumpster Fire. Like, what do you want to watch more? Do you want to watch like the world burn, or do you want to watch just a slow paced nothing?
Yeah.
I know, right?
Foot stuff.
Yeah. I don't know why I did that.
Until next time.
Oh,
Good journey.
Yeah. David Letterman.
Good guy. I don't know why. If you like Nick Cage and horrible great movies from the Cannon Group Films, then like, comment, and subscribe for Nick Uncaged podcast.